So you've inherited a house through the probate process. You become the owner. Maybe it was left to you in a will, or maybe there was no will, but you're the beneficiary. So now you become the owner. But what happens if somebody's living in that house? And so a lot of times where we see that is, maybe you're estranged from your dad. He's got a girlfriend or a partner, someone who's living in the house, but they're not married. So that person doesn't have any legal rights to the property. Then he passes away, you inherit the property, you receive the property from the probate, but that girlfriend, that spouse, that partner is still living in there. So what do? Unfortunately, at some point, you're gonna have to probably do an eviction if they're not going to move out. The question is, a lot of times that we get from clients is when can you start that process? And so you really don't have any legal rights to do anything until the probate has been started and you've been named as the personal representative. So once you've been named as the personal representative, now that gives you the legal rights where you could try and change the locks, but before that, you're probably gonna have to do an eviction process. Now, what happens with the stuff inside of the house? That's going to be up for debate. Again, if the person had been living in there for a while, arguably that's part their stuff as well. So that, court might have to decide that. Most people aren't too concerned with the contents of the house, especially if they know that someone's been living in there for a long time. The court's probably going to say that, hey, that's their stuff. You're probably going to be more concerned with doing the actual eviction process and becoming the owner of the house. So most likely, in most circumstances, you can start the eviction process and start to take over the property if you're inheriting it once you've been named as the executor or the personal representative.